Hello, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha, and I am the Gem Priestess. I am your best and favorite crystal healer here to help you use crystals to manifest all of the best and greatest things in your life. For today's video, clearly I am in the middle of getting ready this morning. But as I was like in the shower getting ready, I just like got this download of a message, and I was just telling me that like I need to share this message with the world. I need to just share this because someone out there needs it. And it kind of stems from a conversation that I was having with someone during the week. And so just kind of with that, people need to hear this message. So sit down, let's put it out. So bear with me while I'm getting ready this morning, but I just want to share this message with you. So if you found this video, if you're finding this message, this is absolutely for you. This is coming to you at a time where you are going to need it most. Um, and so just accept it, claim it. This is going to be for you. So truly, this all started the other day. I was out with a client of mine, and we were just talking about where she is in her life and she's trying to find another job, and how can she like manifest that job, and how is that going to work for her. And she had told me she's someone that I've worked with for years. And she's told me that, kind of whatever has happened for me in my life, I've always found a job relatively easy when I wanted one. It was never something I had to struggle with. If I wanted a job, I knew, hey, I'm going to apply tonight and I will be hearing back from things in the morning. Sometimes I would hear things back later, 20 minutes later. And that's just something that like I always like felt like, yeah, duh, people are going to want to hire me. People are going to want me. I have, something that I bring to the table and that people are going to want and, aspire to have, and their business cannot function without me. And so I kind of like, just let her know that. And she was very stuck in the like, well, I don't have the skills, I don't have the training for it, I don't have the, experience that they're looking for. And this might be a red flag to people. I don't really care because it works for me. I tell people within reason, obviously, but I tell them lying is my favorite thing to do. When, it was something that I started hearing as a kid, just as someone who was like into sports and like dance teams and cheerleading and, this, that, and the other. Like I was always into those things. And so I would always have coaches tell me that the best way to get through it is fake it till you make it. So and that's just something that I guess like I've always carried with me, right? I will go and I will tailor my resume when I'm applying for jobs to match what it is that the job is asking for, right? So I've like had jobs in the beauty industry. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. For some of you who don't know that. So, like, I've gotten many different jobs in the beauty industry, some relating to each other, some that don't, because the beauty industry is so vast and large. Um, so I've done that. I've been in education, and not even like beauty education. Like, I mean, like, I taught pre-K and kinder. So like I've done that. I've worked and I've been offered jobs at banks, at insurance offices. Like these are all things that don't necessarily have to do with each other, but oops, but I have it's for me, it's just recognizing that like I have these skills that someone else had, like someone else is wanting, and I'm gonna show them that I have it. And so for me, even if like even if I don't have those skills, and like I said, lying's my favorite thing to do. So even if I don't have those skills, I like it doesn't matter to me because a job is going to show me how they want their business to be ran anyway, right? So it doesn't matter if I have, let's say, been let's say I've never been a bank teller before. What does it matter? But at an old job before, I'd close out the register at the end of the night. I'd make deposits to the bank, make change, this, that, and the other. I was like, I ought to count. I can be a bank teller. And it doesn't matter if I apply for a bank teller job at Wells Fargo or at Capital One or Bank of America, whatever. Because if, let's say, I had the experience at Wells Fargo, if I move to Bank of America, they're going to show me how they do things anyway. So what does it matter? And so truly, like, I just kind of carry that with me kind of always, that it doesn't matter, like, what experience I do truly or truly don't have, because it's all about the energy. It's all about what I think about it. So if I come at it with the energy of, oh yeah, this place wants to hire me, this place finds me desirable, this place, that place, whatever. It doesn't matter, and they're going to get back to me. So when I want something, I set my sights on it and I just don't stop. And I especially like, there are things in my life where obviously like I can improve on that more. I have areas where like I need that confidence a little bit more, but also like I have places where, like I said, with jobs, like I can get them so easily at the drop of a hat. And so like that's really what all anything in life and energy ever really is just the energy that you put behind it, what you believe about yourself having the thing. Y'all, the way like this message has come through to me like so quickly, and I was so quick to put it out. In the middle of filming this, my battery on my light had died on me. Like that's just how like insane it is that like I needed to get this message out to you guys. I just thought that was so funny and so insane because that's never happened to me before. Usually I'm pretty good about keeping my light charged when I want to use it. Um, but yeah, it's that serious. Letting you guys know that like the way that you think about yourself and about your life and what you can or can't have really does like affect everything. And it just, even when we don't have that belief in ourselves, right? Like, I could tell you all the live long day, yeah, just believe in yourself, girl. Like, tell yourself a different story. Have a different truth about who you are and what you believe and what you want. I can tell you all these things until I'm blue in the face. I can tell them to myself until I'm blue in the face. But sometimes it's hard to let go of that story. It's hard to let go of those feelings. It's hard to understand these like mental and energetic blocks that we have within ourselves, right? And so for me, like, that's where things like crystals come in. That's where, I set out crystals, I set out my intention, I reaffirm and I reaffirm and I just put in extra strength behind that energy that I'm wanting to put out into the world, right? So when I want to, you know, manifest my dream partner, my soul partner, I then, whatever feelings I have about love, of that, oh, no one would want to settle down with me. Maybe I'm not perfect partner material, XYZ, whatever I think about myself and about love, if I want it so badly, it can be as easy as just changing my story and how I feel about myself and believe about myself. And then that changes my reality. I can get what I want. But if I'm so stuck on how I feel about myself and, oh, I'm too ugly for a partner. Oh, I'm too dirty to live with somebody. No one would ever want to live with me. Oh, I'm so this, I'm so that. Whatever it is, if I'm so caught up in that like I can't see behind changing the story, what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to my crystals and I'm going to, find which crystals are going to be great for self love, calling in love, maybe confidence, maybe, um, something for communication to be able to, one, communicate with myself how I think and feel about myself, but also to be able to have proper communication once I then land my dream partner. And so these are all things that, again, you can change how you think and how you feel, but it's not always that easy. It doesn't always feel that easy. And so then going into my crystals, finding, like I said, finding those stones to bring me my soul partner, well, sometimes I can get behind that easier, right? Or sometimes I even just want a little energy. Like I said, I have my thoughts and feelings about myself and the jobs that I get and how quickly people are going to get back to me. I have those thoughts and feelings, and I've had them for years, and I've seen success with those thoughts and feelings for years. And sometimes I get nervous, and when I'm doing an interview, I'm gonna bring my crystals with me. If I'm doing an online or Zoom interview, I'm gonna have my crystals next to me at my computer when I'm doing my interview or when I'm applying to jobs even. I'm gonna have my crystals with me. And so it doesn't make you bad, it doesn't make you wrong, it doesn't make you inadequate, it doesn't make you any other X, Y, or Z because you feel like you have to do that. It doesn't matter. I have one of my coworkers, he says this all the time, and it's so true, but he'll say, there are 100 ways to get to the Grand Canyon. There's not just one. Are you going to walk? Are you going to drive a car? Are you going to fly? Are you going to take an Uber? Are you going to skateboard? There's a million ways to get anything and everything that you could want from your life or from the world. And it's just your process of how you get there. And so it doesn't matter. Like I said, like one's not right and one's not wrong. It's just what can you get behind? What works for you? And so if that is, you can change the way that you think immediately and that changes your life, absolutely all the power to you. If you need to lean on crystals to help get you what you want, absolutely all the power to you. If you need to rely on the phases of the moon or, convening with your stuffed animals or any other thing, whatever it is that you believe in, if that's what you need to get behind to get what you want, all the all the power to you. What does it matter? Like, and if people find you for it and judge you on it, who cares? Who cares what those people think? They're not living your life. They don't have your dreams. They don't have your reality. Those people are, like I said, one, don't particularly matter in this situation. And two, I don't want to live by their rules anyway. Your rules suck. Your reality sucks. And if you're trying to hold me back to think in the same way that you're thinking, I'm not going to get anywhere. If you want me to think how you think and your life is here, but I want my life to be here, my thoughts need to come up to here too. So I'm not going to stick with where you are because that's not going to get me what I want. And this is my life. I'm going to have what I want. And so that's really just kind of like my message that, like, I've really been called, and I feel like I'm kind of having that conversation more and more lately with, like, my different clients, even just in like my chair in the hair salon, but also just like my energy clients, my crystal healing clients. Like, it's just something that I feel like everyone's kind of needing this little bit of reiteration right now of like, you hold your own power. You can have what you want because this is your life. And if you can't pull that power within from yourself, go find it elsewhere and bring it and make it work for you. And so that's kind of just my little bit of a my little bit of my spiel for the day, I guess, and just how I just feel like everyone needs to hear that right now. And so I wanted to come on and I wanted to share that with you guys because, like, we all are powerful beings. You are a powerful being. And it just sometimes being in this mortal realm, being in the physical plane, we forget how much power we truly have. Everything inside of us is energy. Everything in our world is energy. We are just energy reacting to other energy. And so when our energy matches and aligns for something else that we want, that's when we get those things. And so remembering that and relearning that is why I do what I do. And like I said, if you need that extra help, if you need that extra hand to hold you along your journey, I'm here to show you how crystals can do that. And how they can just help to bring you all of these good things that you can want in your life and have been wanting in your life and just felt like you couldn't have. Um, so yeah, I feel like that's kind of my deal for the day, I guess. And that's, kind of what I've been called to share with you guys. And so I just want to know, let me know down below, like has any of this resonated with you? Has any of this felt right? Um, because yeah, like it just, even speaking that just feels like a weight like lifted off my shoulders, lifted off my soul. And so I want to know, like, was this something that you needed to hear today? Like, is this a lesson that you're trying to like teach yourself or work through, or however it is that you phrase it. um but yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, it for my speech today. I need to finish getting ready. And just keep getting these downloads from source, from God, the universe, whatever. Because like I said, like you deserve all these great things and to have all these great things. And it's you do yourself and the world such a disservice by keeping yourself small because you feel like you can't change the way that you think or feel about yourself or the world, or you feel bad for leaning on something. Like, who cares? Who cares? Get what you want, have what you want, and be happy. Who cares? And so, and if you need to lean on crystals now, and 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, however many years down the line, you can finally, you know, feel like I can do this myself, then great. And if you go your whole lifetime and you feel like you can't, great too. Who cares? Use the crystals, convene with the moon, do whatever it is that works for you, that's going to get you what you want. Okay. Like I said, that's got to be it for me today. That's got to be it. That's got to be enough. Yeah, if you like these kind of sort of rants and talks like that, also let me know. Because I can go on a tangent for a good while. So, but like I said, I'm going to leave this here where it is. Sit with it, resonate with it, claim it if it's yours. And honestly, it should be yours. The world is yours. The energy is yours. Everything is yours. So, but like I said, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I loved hanging out with you, and I will see you guys next time.